We're all set for the toss for one last time in this Kibu Energy Drink West Indies A Tour of Nepal. I have the two captains, Rohit Paudel, captain Nepal, Rostan Chase, skipper of West Indies A, and then we have Samir Khan, the match referee for the entire series. So Rohit will do the proceedings. Tails is the call from Rostan. It's tails. You've been incredibly lucky with the toss, Rostan. You've won this for the 4th time straight. What have you decided?
We're going to bat first again.
Match between West Indies A and Nepal. It's the last home game that Nepal would be playing before moving on to the T20 World Cup. It's the captain Rostan Chase and Rohit Kumar Paudel all set for the final T20. The two umpires are out there, and the Nepal team for the final time before moving on to the T20 World Cup.
First ball coming up of the final match of the series. The West Indies A team somewhere between 28 to 30 years. Wide delivery.
Just trying to go for that Yorker. Have that new ball. Definitely looking to control what you see in this over so far.
And a boundary off the bat this time. CC has considered 11. It is shot wide, found the gap perfectly, bisected the two fielders there. So first over has been done.
Bowling with that angle, Sagar offered some flying this time. Kadeem trying to go after Sagar.
Timed this really well, didn't try to overhit it.
And from Barbados, another product of West Indies Academy that I was talking about. Joshua Bishop and Kadeem Ali getting that opportunity.
Had to reach for it. To play shots like these. Was shot wide, had to reach for it. But again, to follow that massive 6. What a catch! Rohit Paudel! Where did that come from? One too many for him. This is an unbelievable one-handed stunner. Rohit Paudel running behind. They've struggled in the power play overs. But not this time. Has compensated. And the kind of form Johnson Charles is in, he will not miss them. High, and handsome.
Pitch it a bit ahead, he would go after you.
Smashes this right in front. Just as he saw Sompal coming, putting in pressure, and Devinder Singh Airi bowling a couple of dot deliveries. This was a shorter one. Smashed down the ground. He's a very powerful man. Oh, he's treating Devinder Singh Airi with some force now. Oh, bowled him. Inside edge. The leg stump has gone for a walk. They're checking the front foot, no ball. Oh dear. Oh dear. The question is there anything behind that line there? I believe no. And no ball has been signalled. Oh dear. No ball. Will be a free hit. Very wide. It's gone for 5 wide. And realized that it was a no ball in which he caught that wicket. Had to bowl an extra delivery. The thing that concerns Nepal is it was a no ball. Bowls him again. The crowd excited, but was a free hit.
Is struggling in the middle. Sagar Dakal coming back in, and yes, the Sagar's touch has once again produced the wicket for Nepal. Just using that popping crease, this time not coming on with that flatter trajectory, just ball with that straight arm.
The pace in the air. Yet again, quicker one.
Some magic in this over. Just producing that web of spin against the West Indian batsman.
Slow, we are able to see he's getting those turned.
Offered some room. Wicket. 2 wicket in this over. You could just see this. Offered some room. Just placed it. There's no fielder out there.
You know, he surprises the batsman by bowling those odd yorkers. That's driven down to the covers for a boundary.
This is the experience of Roston Chase. You would not consider it as a bad delivery either. It was in a good length area. It was targeting the stumps. There was a fielder being placed therein. Dot deliveries just to support the other bowlers from the other end. Roston Chase once again keeping it away from Roston, but a brilliant effort out there, but won't be able to stop the ball. Hand-eye coordination there from the skipper of West Indies A.
It was too short for Roston Chase to be put down to the square boundary. What a player Roston Chase has been. We have seen him. That was a reverse sweep. He has been included in the World Cup squad, and we have seen him in the series. He has been in the game. He has shown his presence in the game in each and every game of the series.
Well, indeed, and he has been there. Talk about bowling and batting throughout the series. Talking about T20, he stayed close to the home, playing only in CPL. Another boundary for Roston Chase.
Roston Chase, those are easy ones to be picked by a player like Roston Chase. He wouldn't miss those.
Just waited for that ball.
If you look at his numbers, you might see, and that's a wicket. A good catch there by Sandeep Zora.
And Avinash Bora getting a wicket in his very first over. Didn't get underneath that ball.
By now they know who's gonna do what for the national side, and this is again deposited into the stands.
Fired 1-1 onto his pads. Ball drifted down the leg side and very well picked up. Very powerful players. Big hitters of the ball. It's gone way up and long enough. This over.
Was again trying to bowl that Yorker, missed the length by a little bit. These batters.
Goes after this again. Up in there for a long time, and right in between Kushal Burdel and Sandeep Zora there for Avinash to remain in good bowling form. Slap this one really hard. And the umpire will again have to signal a 6. It has gone all the way. Remain in good touch because Nepal doesn't have much options with death overs. He's probably the lone death over specialist we have in our team, if at all. Now come on, Vinod, that was the bowler speaking. I think that was wide. Matthew Ford was unlucky this time, you'll have to say. Smashed. Another 6.
And these are small boundaries. If you just miss the length by a couple of inches. He's been in good bowling form, using the right round the wicket angle to good effect. That could be another wicket. He's missed it. The fielder getting underneath it, and an easy take there for Kushal Bhurtel.
Matthew Ford has been dismissed by Sompal Gami. Sompal Gami has bowled really well today, and the ball was in the air for a long time. It was there forever almost. Judged it really well. Easy as you like from Kushal Bhurtel.
Caused some difficulties for batters, but West Indies will be looking at somewhere around 180 minimum. That's a good shot, using the pace of the bowler to reverse slap it towards the third man boundary for a 4.
Gives himself some room, follows him Avinash, and it will be another 6.
Cannot afford to miss that length. He has to be below the bat all the time, and that's a good bouncer. Could be another wicket for Sompal, and it is.
Very well directed short delivery. A very good bouncer. Sombal Kami's pace was a little too good.
The surprise delivery to both the batters. They were not expecting it.
Cleaned him up. His ability today. 2 wickets he has picked up in the penultimate over of the innings.
Again, the angle causing the difficulties for West Indian batters. He's been able to use the angle pretty well.
Be bowling the final over. Very cheeky. Very fine.
He's got the inside half of the bat. And just lobbed over the third man fielder for another boundary. Talking about Hayden Walsh Jr., he's already represented a couple of countries. Those are the overs when batters are looking to go hammer and tongue.
The first 6 of the final over, or even in good length area, he can go for runs in this fashion.
There is no option for him than to hit those wide Yorkers.
He'll bowl his final delivery. Well bowled, chased, hidden walls. They'll come back for the second run. 2 runs off the final ball.
West Indies for the last time for the Kibu West Indies tour of Nepal. They've restricted West Indies for 172 runs. The question, Sachin, is can they get a consolation win?
You mentioned the word rhythmic. He definitely is a rhythmic bowler. First ball.
I don't know the potential of Kushal Bhutta. Let's see what he got for the second ball.
Punches this down the ground. In and out. He's been out of touch since a long time now. That famous hat-trick of ducks in Oman. Scored only 2 in the first, 11 in the second. He's going after the bowler. The connection not as proper as it was in the previous occasion.
Able to cross that double digit for quite a while now, but gets going with 2 fours straight off the bat towards the long off region. No one there.
And other can board members in the background. Wonderfully done. Got some bounce as well, McCoy, but the bounce was utilized by Kushal for this purpose. Just to get the ball over the fielder at third.
That was a cheeky shot by Kushal Bhutta.
Straight up, fielder underneath it, and Kushal will have to walk back again. Set for him. Final T20 before going into that big series. One too many shots for Kushal. Plays over the third again. Replicates exactly what Kushal Bhutta did.
He's a sound bowler. This time around, he gets the meat of the bat all the way.
Picked the length of the delivery really quick. The ball was not that short, mind you. Matthew Ford, after his over, is enjoying the crowd. Some of the stars of the West Indian side in the previous matches too, they started up with the flyer today as well. 7.5 the run rate, but the good news for Nepal is they're not chasing a score north of 200 today. He goes after this into the crowd.
Asif Sheikh wanted to go across in the previous over, failed it twice, but this time around just got underneath the ball and hit it a mile to the stands.
Forces things on. He got a 6. Matthew Ford, yes, he loves Nepal, he loves the crowd.
Indian bowlers is, the kind of variations they're using on this tube pitches. Yet again a boundary.
It's pitched a bit full. Anil just lashing over that ball. Brilliant placement. This time trying to play that sweep shot. They're looking for a single.
Come to the first innings. to focus onto your ones and twos.
Asif trying to create room for himself. He goes high and he goes handsome. He saw Asif making that room for himself, offered him some flight. That was a brilliant shot there.
Series so far, it's high time that the other batsmen need to take up the responsibility.
He's offering. Just see that big heave. There's no third man.
The death over is something that always has been a problem, and we really need to work over death over bowling. That's huge 6 over mid wicket by Anil Shah.
Could just see this. He's offered some flight. A brilliant shot there by Anil. This time Asif goes, and he goes big. Look at that shot. Brilliant balance in the body. Joshua Bissav coming in, played with that field. Placed a bit fine. Third man fielder just utilizing the pace of the ball. He goes big, he's going after this youngster. Good plan from here to just target one of the West Indies A bowlers to just add that pressure. This has been good, because if you look at the first innings, West Indies got to their 112.4 overs. Once again, oh, what a sight to see.
It was a brilliant looking shot by Asif Sheikh, standing tall.
The fielder just trying to get to the ball, the ball. Oh, how do you describe this shot? Just utilizing the pace of the ball, playing with the field set. And with that, the 50 is up. For Asif Sheikh, this is a good sign for Nepal before moving on to the T20 World Cup.
Different T20 franchise teams. Rajasthan Royals, one of them, which he played in the previous edition. What a shot by Asif Sheikh, way up in the sky, and that's been taken for a catch. And now it's 109 for 2.
It's a shame, really. He was playing so well, Asif. Deserved a 50 today. The idea was right, because Ford was inside the circle. Roston Chase has played 49 tests for the West Indies. Vintage Kushal Malla. Got deliveries. Has thrashed this one down the ground.
Well, that's what he's known for, Kushal Malla.
He's looked in good touch. Built a big partnership with Asif Sheikh. These kind of deliveries will only go one way when Anil Shah is in song, and with that 6 he'll get to his 50.
Premium run getter of the Prime Minister's Cup. Anil Shah has done it in the international stage as well. He's got a big potential.
What sports do, they unite people across boundaries. Anil Shah goes against the turn, but he has found the middle of the bat, and this is one of the biggest hits. Treated ferociously this time by Anil. Massive slog sweep over the mid-wicket boundary. Lapse in concentration in the first 2 matches. He was run out in both the occasions. Kushal Malla. Leading edge, easiest of catches. The crowd will stand up for standing ovation. And McCoy, how well has he bowled? He runs in only 9 balls. Cuts that one really hard. Oh, it looks like he'd been batting somewhere for 1 hour.
Tigers off the leash here. Dipendra Singh Airy, the very first ball he faces with his great bat speed, slashes the ball. It's out of the park, we all know that.
Judged really well. And vintage Kushal Malla smashes one over the mid-wicket region.
That one's a biggie. Went towards the practice area. He didn't even have to look where the ball went.
Want to get into an accident. Fulls. Has he got enough? No, he hasn't. Easiest of catches. Up in the air again. I don't think he's got enough. I don't think he's got enough. Oh, he has. He is a tremendously powerful hitter of the ball. He had his heart in his mouth for a moment. So the first ball has been hammered for the 6. Just the slower one. Has he done it enough? He's got a 6 followed by a boundary. Great display of batting here from Kushal Malla. In every match, they've come in numbers. Lucky runs, but Kushal will take them. Lucky boundary. But Kushal Malla will not mind it, neither will the Nepali fans. Much more convincing, straight back. He's a nightmare to all the bowlers. It's because he can do this.
If you ball there to Malla, he's gonna hit it.
Cuts this one. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. That's the victory for Nepal to win it from here. This is how he ended the innings and the match and the series. Nepal have got this consolation victory. West Indies have won the series 3-2, but Nepal have come back really well. Kushal Malla finally has some runs under his belt.
Entire crowd jovious here, electrifying atmosphere here at TU International Cricket Ground as Nepal's won the final game of the series. It's 3-2 for the Kibu West Indies tour of Nepal, and what a showcase by Kushal Malla at the later half of the second innings.
Score of over 200. The crowd, they're loving this. Roston Chase won the toss today as well, decided to bat first like he's done in the entire series. Great display of batsmanship from the Nepali batters today. A big partnership between Asif and Anil Shah. Both of them dismissed. Nepal was at a spot of bother really when Dipendra Singh Airi perished. But then Kushal Malla did what he is best known for.